Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at tutorial number 2 of Fusion 360, and what we are going to do today will be to draw this in Fusion, that is a bottle opener. I have the dimensions here. So this is what we are going to use, but I may not use some of the dimensions here. For example, I may not use the center distance of 140. I would rather use 120 and use the radius of let's say 90. So let's go to the drawing space and get this started. Now the first thing that you have to do is, if you are a beginner, is to click on create and select one of the planes. I'm going to select the top plane here, or the bottom plane here, and then I will get my center distance. So I'll click on the line and I will change the line type to projection, click center here, and I will just key in 120 and press the tab key to lock it in, and then click here. I've got my 120 done. The next thing that I'm going to do is to offset this 120 line that I've done by 12 millimeters. Actually, I think I didn't really show it here, but I need to offset this by 12 millimeters from the center line. There is a center line which is not showing here, and from the center line to this end is 12. From the center line to the bottom here is also 12. So I'm going to offset it here, and I can show you the whole drawing also from here. This is what I'm talking about. This center line here is what I have to do, and then offset it 12 millimeters up and 12 millimeters down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the drawing and offset that line. So I will just type search, and then once I type search by pressing the key S, and then I'll type in offset and click on offset, and then I'll select this line to offset. I'll take it up by -12 and then say OK, and then I will right click and select repeat offset. I will select this line again, take it down by 12, and then I will say OK. So I've got the two lines offsetted. Now let's go back to the drawing. I have to draw this circle here, the 24 millimeter circle, both top and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the drawing and then select the circle tool, and I'll step here. I'll change the circle to solid. So now I'm going to go to 24. Sorry, it's supposed the radius is 24, so the diameter is supposed to be 48. And then I'll press enter. And what I can do is I can mirror this, but I will just repeat the circles. Start here. Looks like my thing is frozen. So just another 48 radius. Now the next thing to do is to get this circle drawn, which is 20 millimeters radius, and the inner one is 12 millimeters diameter. So I'll go to the circle command. First of all, what is important for me is the 40 millimeters diameter, which is 20 millimeters radius, and then I can repeat the circle I'll repeat the circle and diameter of 12, which is fine here. What I'm going to do is, I'll show you in a minute. I have to get this diameter, so this radius done, which is 90, so the diameter will be 180. So quickly, let's go back here and get a circle command, and I'm going to stand anywhere here and draw a radius of a radius of 180. So 180, and I'll press enter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tangent tool here to make this circle and that tangent, and then I will make this and that tangent as well. So now that I've got this, what I'm going to do next is use the mirror command to mirror this circle, the last circle I've just drawn here. So I'm going to mirror this. The mirror line will be the center line here, and it looks like there is something wrong. Something has gone wrong here. Let me see. Yes, I know what has gone wrong. It's fine. I will leave it as it is. I will say okay. This circle looks like I missed the diameter, so I'm deleting that. So that circle is supposed to be here, and that is 48, and that's it here. So I've got it. Now what we can do is to trim off. So I'm going to trim off these two circles here. So I'll trim this. I'll get a trim command, and I'll trim this, and I'll trim that. So we are almost there. Now the next thing that I have to do is to do this bit here, this line here, which is 30 millimeters to the horizontal. So I have to do that one. So what I'm going to do is I'll get a line command again, and I will step here. Now take it this way. So I will do it as long as I like, and then it's fine, the length is fine, and I'll just press the tab key and then type in 30 millimeters here and press OK. So what I'm going to do is to mirror this one to the opposite. So I'll select this line and then select the mirror line, which is the center line here. So I've got it, and it's okay. The next bit that I want to do is to draw those two small circles there. So what we would like to do is, let's look at what the whole thing is, and I think we can do some trimming before we do those circles. We can do some trimming. Let's see what we will trim off. So let's trim off this, that, and I think we can trim off this, trim that, trim this, trim that, trim that. It's okay. We can even trim this one for now, because we wouldn't really need it, so that it will be good for us to leave us clarity here. Now let's go for this command and draw this circle. And I think that one, let's go back and see, that has a radius of 12. So this circle I mean, it has a radius of 12, so the diameter is going to be 24. So I'll type in 24, and then I can just mirror, but I'll repeat the command here quickly and put in another 24. So I've got this done, and what we can also do again is to trim off this, that, this, and that, and let's see if there is anything left for us to trim. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw a line here, or even here, it's fine, a straight line like that. And then I'll use a tangent too, so I'll do this and then make a tangent to that. That's fine. And then I'll repeat the line command, do one more here, a straight line, and this is fine, or escape, and then the tangent, so do this and that is fine. So what we need to do now is quickly to trim. So trim that, and then I'll trim this, I'll trim this, trim that, and let's trim this, trim that. Let's see if there is anything more that we need to trim. Yes, we need to trim this, to trim that. So is there anything here to trim? No, nothing more there to trim. So what we are going to do is just have a line here and then bring it here, and I think there is one more thing to trim from here, this and that, and I think all looks good now. Oh yes, there is this line that we used here, which we have to trim it off, this line and that. Yes, so it looks like everything looks good now. Let's see. Yes, we have the shape like that now. So let's go back quickly and one more time. Yes, it looks good. So let's finish sketching, and this is the sketch we've got. So we click the home command to get a symmetric view, and then what we want to do is to extrude it by 4 millimeters. So I'll just extrude this by 4 millimeters. I think now I extrude it by 3 millimeters. This is fine, so it looks better, it looks nice here now. Now the last thing that we have to do is to chamfer it here. If you look at the other drawing, sorry, we've got a chamfer here. So I'm going to do that by going to do this. I'm going to do that by so I'll just type the search command and then type in chamfer and pick that one out, and then I'll just rotate this a bit, and I'll click this edge here, and I'll put in just 1 millimeter, which is good. I want a straight edge, and that will be okay. So we've got that one done. The next, there was something that I should have done. I should have used symmetry to extrude this. So I'm going to do corrections here. I'll go to the symmetry, so the extrusion, and then the direction I will choose symmetric, and I will choose for the measurement, I will choose this, that is for complete dimension, and then I would say okay. So now I'm going to use the mirror command. I'll type the search command first and search for mirror. I get mirror. Now it asks for this face, so I'll select this face. Let me just make it bold. Select this face, and then the mirror line I will select. Let me just reduce this so that I can at least see what I want to select. I just want to select this, and I will click OK, and it's all done. It's all done. You can see it. It's all done. Thank you very much for watching, and keep expecting more videos from me.